everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you haven't subscribed, why don't you subscribe now and join the family so that you can get updates from me every time I upload videos. And Happy New Year for those who are first seeing my videos this 2018. Happy New Year. I hope you had a nice holiday. I'll be doing an update on why I haven't been around lately. If I've done it, I'll link it here so that you can see and find out what's been going on with me and why I disappeared for a month or a couple of months, was it? But I'm back. This video is a first impression of something that everyone's been talking about, and because I haven't really been checking makeup recently, I didn't really know about it until a few days ago, and I saw a lot of videos on it and I thought, okay, I want to try it because it's readily available in the UK. Whoop, whoop. And it's affordable. So it is the Makeup Revolution, as you already saw in the description. Makeup Revolution concealers. They are called the Conceal and Define concealer, and it's supposed to be a full coverage conceal and contour, so you can use the dark color to contour and the light color to highlight, or the normal color to conceal. The Makeup Revolution concealer retail for £4. They are so affordable. £4. I mean, does it work? We're gonna see. And you can find it in the US and in the UK. It's readily available for you in Superdrugs. I got mine from Superdrugs online and it was delivered for me free. I'm going to compare the concealer with the Colourpop No Filter concealer. I did a review on this concealer, first impression video with other products on this concealer, and I've been using it non-stop. It's been one of my favorite concealer, to be honest. I've been using this, and because it's not readily available in the UK, I don't know what I'm going to do without this concealer, because I even use it on my client. Not this one, I have another one, about two. So one was for my kid, and I used the other one on my clients and absolutely love it. So I don't know what I'm going to do once this one finishes, because Colourpop is not readily available in the UK. You can buy it. They even do free shipping if you purchase over $50. But the problem is the custom charge and the fact that it's not readily available. What if I just want to buy the concealer without spending $50? If this one can work, that would be great, because we need some drugstore products that actually work in the UK. So the color that I got for Makeup Revolution, I got two colors, one a really dark one and the other one is a light one, and the light one was the one that was closer to what I would use to highlight with, and it's a C12 color, and the dark one is C18, and I think C18 is the darkest color that they have. So that's C18, and then we have C12 as the shade that is supposed to be 2 shades lighter than my skin tone, but I don't think it is. But it is the shade that was light enough for me to conceal, because it looks like it has more of a yellow undertone, because when I checked C13 it was kind of reddish. So I'm gonna show you what it looks like. Hopefully I'm gonna come closer so that you guys can see. This is what it looks like. I don't know if you can see it. I'm gonna bring it closer. This is the packaging. I love the packaging. I love the rose gold packaging. Is absolutely gorgeous. And when you open it, it's got like a big gigantic wand. It's different from the one on the Colourpop, which is kind of flat, and this one looks more like a, don't know how to explain it, but looking at the shades, when you look at the shade, when you take it out and look at the shade, on my palm, it's quite light. It's quite light. I'm actually worried about it, and when you compare it to the Colourpop concealer, it looks quite light compared to the Colourpop. The Colourpop is darker. I'm gonna see how it looks when applied under the eye, but I'm really getting worried. So now that we've seen what it looks like, we're gonna start with the application, and I'm gonna start. This side will be for the Makeup Revolution, and the other side is going to be for the Colourpop. And I'm going to use the dark concealer, which I actually didn't show you what it looks like. Obviously the wand is the same, but the color is quite dark. It's quite a dark color. Let's see. We're going to apply a corrector. I don't want to apply too much of the corrector because I want you guys to see what the other concealer looks like when applied. So I'll just apply a little bit just on the areas where I have problems. So next I'm going to use this concealer. This Colourpop concealer is in deep golden. I'm going to apply it on this side of my face. And I'm going to let it sit for a bit. And then I'm going to take the concealer from Makeup Revolution, and I'm going to apply it on the other side of my face. I'm really worried about this, but we're just gonna go with it and see what it looks like. So you guys can see the difference between this and this. You can see that this is quite light and this is darker. I'm gonna start blending. I'm gonna let it sit for a bit. I'm gonna do my nose. I'm gonna use the Makeup Revolution for that. I don't know how to do half, so we'll just stick to that. And then I'm going to do my forehead with that, and then I'm going to do my chin on that. So the only thing that we're going to use to compare is this side of the eye to this side of the eye. So next I'm going to take my beauty blender, and I'm going to use that to blend. As usual, I do use my beauty blender to blend under my eyes. It's my preferred method of doing that. Now we're going to move to the other side. I'm using the other side of the sponge, which didn't have the Colourpop concealer, and I'm going to blend. Oh my gosh. Okay, need to move fast. Okay, interesting. I will not advise you to let it sit for too long because it was already I was already finding it difficult to blend. Okay, what we're going to do now in order for us to move forward is to set our concealer, and I'm going to use it's actually in this container. It's the Ben 9 luxury powder, and one is in banana and the other one is in topaz. I've mixed them together and I put it in this container. So I'm going to take that, I'm going to use my sponge, and I'm going to apply that under my eyes to set the concealer. I feel like with the concealer being really light on the Makeup Revolution side, because the concealer is quite light, I feel like this powder kind of calms down the lightness of the concealer, if you know what I mean, because it's not too yellow and it's not too red, it's in between. Okay, so I am back and I've realized that I didn't actually contour using the concealer. It's annoying. But I'm going to do the contouring now. I'm going to take the concealer and contour. I'm just going to apply it here. And I'm going to apply it around my forehead, like that. Not too much. I'm going to leave it as that. I'm not going to let the concealer sit. I'll blend it straight away. And let's see how it blends on my forehead. It blends pretty nice. I like the color, but it's the right contour color for my skin tone. And I use that to blend. So I'm taking it all the way to my brows like that, and then whatever's left I'm blending it like that. Hi guys, and I'm back, and I'm going to talk about the concealer that we used today, which is the Makeup Revolution concealer. We compared it with the Colourpop concealer, and you guys saw side by side the color and what it looks like compared to the Colourpop. I'm not going to talk too much about the Colourpop because I do have a video. talking about the Colourpop, I believe. If I don't, if you want me to do a video more about the Colourpop concealer, let me know and I'll do that, and a proper demo for you. But I think I have a video on my first impression on the Colourpop. So the Makeup Revolution concealer, the color is to me, I feel like the color, the C12 is off. For my skin tone anyway. I think it will look nice for someone that is 1 shade lighter than me or 2 shades lighter than me, but for my skin tone I feel like it's too light for my skin tone. And I looked at the C13, it looks like it's too dark for my skin tone, so we need a shade in between C12 13 if that can happen. However, I can still use it. I can still use it and find a way of tweaking it to make it work, in terms of I can apply that, and then my setting powder will have to be something that is a little bit darker, just to not to make it look too bright. I like bright under eyes, but one thing I don't like is when it's too bright to the point where it's looking wrong. You know what I mean? Do I like it? Yes, I do like it. I like it a lot. I'm actually very surprised the way it looks. I like it a lot. However, one thing I've noticed in terms of this concealer, you probably have to apply more in terms of the coverage when I compare it to the Colourpop. I feel like Colourpop has got more of a coverage than Makeup Revolution. That's not to say that the coverage is bad, it's just that the coverage of Colourpop is more than of Makeup Revolution. And another thing I noticed is that compared to the Colourpop, you can let the Colourpop concealer sit for a while before you blend it, but with the Makeup Revolution I would advise that you blend it quite quickly, because it does dry quickly. When I applied this one, I struggled a little bit, not too much, just a little bit, because it was drying. But when I applied this concealer, because I already knew that it does dry quickly, I did immediately after applying it, I started blending it, and the blending was really good. I've been looking for concealer, a dark concealer to do my contouring. I've not been able to find an affordable one, and for me to find this one, I really like it. It's not too liquidy and it's not too thick. It's just the right consistency. Make sure your under eye is well moisturized, because I feel like it's got a little bit of a drying formula, and I would not recommend baking under the eyes when using this. That's my own experience in terms of the concealer, but for £4 I feel like the concealer is really good. I think the issue with me is just the color. The color is just wrong. I feel like if I had a different color, maybe the coverage would look different. It would look like the Colourpop, because the Colourpop is the right color for me and this is not. Let me know what you think in terms of this concealer. Have you used it before? If you have, let me know what your thoughts are in terms of this concealer. Do you like it? Do you not like it? What do you like about it, and what don't you like about the concealer? And that's it with me, and thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Take care guys and stay blessed. Bye.